Hi guys, I hope that you're all doing really well. So today I'm coming at you with another fall fragrance video, but this time I wanted to talk about my fall rotation. Now this is super difficult because I have a lot more fragrances that one, I am looking forward to wearing, and two, are some of my favorite fragrances for the fall time, but I can only talk about so many fragrances in one video. So I think that I'm going to break it up and do, I don't know, maybe every couple of weeks do like fall favorites, fall obsessions, etc. Because guys, I love fall fragrances too much, like it's an obsession. And I just cannot wait to talk to you guys today about my current favorites slash fall rotation slash the ones that I can't wait to wear. So let's just get into it. I think I'm going to start out with a fragrance that I have wanted in my collection for years and years and years. And I only got a bottle of it about 2 weeks ago when I found a very good price of this scent in Dubai. This is Musk Ravageur from Frederic Malle. I am so excited to have this fragrance in my collection. There is one other fragrance that I own in my collection that smells very, very similar to Musk Ravageur, and it is Isra and Mirage by Stefan Amber. But that fragrance is clearly inspired by Musk Ravageur, and even I spoke with the founder of Stefan Amber, and he did say, like, yes, it's one of my favorites, and I drew a lot of inspiration from Musk Ravageur, which I really respect when somebody actually says that, because there are so many brands and founders, you guys, that clearly took inspiration from like a best-selling fragrance and just lie and are like, no, I just came up with this from like, no. Musk Ravageur, you guys, this, oh my gosh, is the most beautiful, cocooning, cozy, warm, spicy, slightly animalic musk. It feels so ambery and warm and cocooning on the skin, and it is just so gorgeous and sexy and addictive. This is not going to be for everyone. It's certainly not a fragrance that I recommend to blind buy, or that I think would be for everyone. I just think that if you love perfumery and you love to collect, you should definitely go and smell this fragrance at least, because it definitely left a big impact in the fragrance industry. This is so gorgeous, you guys. A very warm, kind of spicy. You have a little bit of citrus in the top, mixed with some cinnamon, amber, musk. It's so good, you guys. Like, I cannot even tell you how much I love this one, and I'm so happy to own it. However, I do want to tell you guys the longevity projection on this one is not good, but I don't care. I'm just very happy to own such an iconic fragrance that I have personally wanted for such a long time. It lasts on my skin, I would say, about 7 hours, but the projection is very minimal, so just keep that in mind. So yeah, Musk Ravageur from Frederic Malle. I'm so happy to own this one. I cannot even tell you guys. I love it so much. Next up, we have a fragrance that I have been speaking about non-stop recently. I cannot stop wearing this scent, you guys. Like, I literally have to stop myself from wanting to wear it every single day, and it is a problem for me. It is Chanel Le Lion. Look at my bottle and like look at how much I've already worn of the scent, and I have not owned this for very long. Like, I've probably owned it for 3 weeks. I am in love with this fragrance. I am in love. It is my signature right now. But I want to tell you guys that this is literally like the last fragrance that I would recommend to most people. Like, if somebody came to me tomorrow like, oh Demi, what's your most amazing fragrance that you would recommend that I go and smell? I would never say Le Lion, because it is very particular. This is a delicious, balsamic, warm, ambery fragrance with a smokiness, a very strong kind of woody presence. You have some citrus in the top. I think you have lemon. The lemon is in the top. Then it starts to settle, and you get this really warm, balsamic, ambery scent that feels very dry and almost smoky in a way. And I love the dry aspect of this scent. I feel like this fragrance works all year round, actually. Like, surprisingly enough, this fragrance for me is perfect for Dubai, because something that I've noticed is that I can absolutely wear oud, spice, balsamic fragrances, as long as they have kind of like a dry character to them. I feel like it never gets too overwhelming in the heat. If it's something sticky sweet, very caramelly, very sticky sweet is the word, then I cannot do it. I refuse to do it because it becomes cloying, it becomes too much, it's just too much. But something like this, it works all year round for me. Anyways, that was like a little bit of a tangent. Le Lion is a masterpiece and it is a beast mode fragrance, you guys. This is the sort of scent that you're going to spray on. It's going to last on your skin 10 hours with a huge projection. People will be able to smell you when you walk in the room. It leaves a huge trail behind you. Massive compliment getter. It's literally, guys, my most complimented fragrance right now is Chanel Le Lion by far. And then I would say Aventus for Her from Creed is my other most complimented right now. They are just getting me compliments left, right, and center. Especially Le Lion, like I got complimented by 2 people in the perfume industry. Both of them were like, wow, what is your fragrance? You smell absolutely incredible. And I told them it's Le Lion. And of course they know what it is because they're in the perfume industry. They were like, oh yeah, I love it. It smells so good on you. Like, wow. And I was very flattered by that. So yes, guys, this is honestly one of the most amazing fragrances to me, but I would not really recommend it to most people. So I want to be very clear with that because often I recommend you guys fragrances that I think you will enjoy. It's very important for me to tell you that this is something I love, but I'm not sure that most people would love it. So that is Le Lion. Next up, we have a fragrance that is the love of my life. It's one of my 10 fragrances for life. If I could only keep 10, this would be one of them. And I am so sad because it's discontinued, but you can still find a few bottles online. If you guys ever come across this fragrance, make sure to pick up a bottle because it is absolutely phenomenal. This is Mugler's Over the Musk. My gosh, you guys, like this fragrance is so special to me. Oh my gosh, it is like literally it leaves me speechless every time I smell it. This is hands down the most comforting fragrance that I own in my entire collection period. There is something so nostalgic and comforting about Over the Musk that I cannot even put my finger on what it is, but there is just something that makes me feel so at home, so peaceful, emotional, nostalgic. It makes me feel everything and I love it so much. If you've never smelled this, it's a beautiful, sweet, musky fragrance with something a little bit masculine about it. I think you have a lot of amberette in here, maybe a little bit of black pepper, and it's just gorgeous. To me, I describe this as a soft, marshmallowy musk with something masculine. That's what I get from it. I don't even know how to describe it in any other way. It's just phenomenal, and I love it with all of my heart. It does last on the skin probably around 6 to 7 hours, but it's very soft. Like, this is not the sort of fragrance that's going to project, leave a trail. Not at all, you guys. This is something that is more close to the skin. But if somebody comes near you and you smell like this, like if I smelled somebody that smelled like this, it's game over for me. Like, it's completely game over for me. I love this fragrance so much, and I really recommend it to you guys, Over the Musk from Mugler. So next up, we have a fragrance that I have wanted to own for many, many years, just like Musk Ravageur. I even remember back in the day when there was very few people reviewing fragrances on social media, myself included. I was watching a couple of other reviewers. You wouldn't even know who they are these days because the community was so small back then. And I remember watching a couple of people talking about this fragrance right here. So obviously I went out to smell it when I was maybe like 17 years old. And I fell in love with this scent. I fell in love with it. But of course I could not afford it. This is Ambre Eccentrico from Giorgio Armani, the Armani Privé collection. My gosh, is this a phenomenal, underrated scent. It is so beautiful, you guys. Oh my gosh, this is tonka bean and amber. That's what you're going to get from this scent. It is this gorgeous blend of a very smooth, sweet tonka bean mixed with amber. The amber is slightly vintage in here. Think of something like Grand Soir from MFK. The amber has this kind of, like this kind of vintage vibe. And you also have some cinnamon, I think dried fruits as well. But myself, what I get is just this gorgeous, really smooth tonka bean mixed with a vintage amber. And it's just amazing. Like, it smells exactly how the cap looks. Let me try to show you guys here. Like, I don't know if you see, but it's like this beautiful, like, stone, like this ambery stone. That is exactly what the fragrance smells like, and it is just phenomenal. If you ever come by a bottle of this one, please pick it up, or go and pick up a sample, I should say. I'm not encouraging blind buying, but pick up a sample. You will not regret it. If you like the same scent as me, you might fall in love with this one. I would say if you like more things like Grand Soir, then you should definitely pick up a sample, because the amber, does have this vintage vibe. It's not some sort of really modern, spicy amber. It's more of this kind of vintage amber, and it's just gorgeous. So definitely check this one out. Longevity projection is not the best. I have to be honest. It probably lasts on my skin 7-ish hours or so. With a soft projection, this one is definitely not going to project too far, but it will last at least 7 hours on the skin. So definitely recommend it. It is beautiful, and I'm so grateful to finally have this one in my collection. Next up, we have my new obsession. I know that I say that a lot, but guys, this fragrance is absolutely amazing. And I think you guys don't realize, but I get to try out so many fragrances, and I'm so grateful for that. Whether I get sent a sample, a bottle, I go to the mall, I try the new releases, I'm always trying and testing new things. I would say like 70% of what I try is not that interesting, and I'm not that impressed with it. Maybe even 80%. But then the other 20% I am impressed by. So it's kind of hard to say, but this fragrance, you guys, this fragrance really shocked me to my core. This is a new release from Ormaie Paris, which I love the brand Ormaie. I think it's so cool, contemporary, French chic, everything. This is Toi 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 Extrait de Parfum. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have been wearing this almost every day since I got it, and I said it in a TikTok video, but I don't think that I've been this impressed by a woody fragrance since Gris Charnel from BDK Parfum. Now, I'm not comparing them because they're definitely very different scents, but I just remember the feeling when I discovered Gris Charnel, and I really feel like this fragrance is so special that you all need to try this one. If you wanted a woody kind of fragrance that is perfect for the fall, please check out Toi Toi Toi. It is very, very beautiful, you guys. Really, I love this fragrance so much. What you're going to get with Toi 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 is this beautiful, creamy, woody fragrance. This is very, very, very woody. So don't expect a gourmand, don't expect anything else. It is a woody fragrance. Very, very woody. But you also have this beautiful osmanthus note in here, which, if you don't know, osmanthus is a floral note that smells a little bit apricot-y, which you definitely feel in here. There's also some ginger to bring a little bit of a spicy kick to the opening. You also have, I pick up personally a tobacco note in here, like a very subtle white tobacco note. I really feel it in here, and it's just incredible. It's this smooth, addictive, very intriguing and creative woody fragrance that I am just head over heels in love with. Really, guys, I cannot tell you enough how much I love this scent. If you were looking for a very interesting woody fragrance that is not woody, it's not too deep, too dark or smoky or anything like that, I think you do have an incense note in here, but it's definitely not present. You don't feel like this smoked woody vibe. It's more of this very creative and intriguing smoky, woody scent. And it is just amazing, you guys. So please check this one out if you trust my recommendations. But I will say, I love the scent so much, but I am slightly disappointed with the longevity. I know that it's an extrait de parfum, but for me, the longevity and the projection of the scent is not what I wanted it to be. It lasts on the skin about 6 to 7 hours, I would say. But the projection is only there within the first few hours. It's probably within your arm's length. So if anything, the only downside of this scent is that it's not strong enough for me. Gris Charnel, when you wear it, it's like this powerhouse scent that kind of lingers around you, that people can smell on you, that stays on your clothes. I wanted Toi 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 to be as enveloping as that. But in terms of the scent, I love this fragrance so much. I cannot even tell you guys. Please check this one out. If you like my recommendations, you're going to fall in love with Toi Toi Toi. Another fragrance that I recently discovered that I have to talk to you guys about is a fragrance from Astrophil and Stella. I don't know if you guys have tried this brand before, but I am very new to the brand, but I am loving several of their fragrances. And the one that I have been wearing non-stop and I cannot wait to wear in the fall is Love is Lost. Now, guys, this fragrance, I feel like a lot of you ladies are going to fall madly in love with this scent if you have not tried it already. Love is Lost is the perfect blend of 3 fragrances, you guys. It is a blend of Love Don't Be Shy, Peregrina from Tamine, and Gritty Duquesa. Now, I know you're probably thinking, what? Like, that sounds like your dream. It is literally my dream fragrance, you guys. Like, I cannot even tell you. Now, when you smell it from the cap, it really gives you Love Don't Be Shy vibes. But on the skin, after that kind of fresh sort of orange blossom opening settles, you're left with something more like Peregrina, like this kind of deep, ambery, slightly powdery floral, which is amazing and delicious. But as it dries down even further, there is something in the base of this fragrance that is extremely similar to the base of Duquesa from Gritty. This kind of smoky, mysterious, very... I don't know how to explain it, but you know if you know, like the base of Duquesa, it lingers around for hours and hours and hours on your skin. Like it really lingers and it holds onto your skin and your clothes and even in the room that you've sprayed it in. That is exactly what happens with Love Is Lost. It starts out Love Don't Be Shy, Peregrina, and then base is like Duquesa. There is a very strange and very beautiful evolution of this scent. I am telling you guys, it's a gorgeous, gorgeous fragrance. If that sounds like your cup of tea, please check this one out. You're going to love it. Longevity and projection is also really good. I get around 7-ish hours or so with a really good projection on this one. So definitely try this. If it sounds like your cup of tea, you're going to love this scent. It's literally a combination of those 3 fragrances, and I'm obsessed with it. Next up, we have a fragrance that I was speaking about a lot last year, and then obviously as the warmer weather approached, I stopped wearing it, but I just realized how much I am completely and utterly in love with this fragrance, and a lot of people also agree, and they love this scent too. This is Blonde Amber from Clive Christian. Now, say what you want to say about this brand, this fragrance in particular is very, very well done, and it is absolutely beautiful, guys. I would say what you get from the scent is mostly a kind of dried fruity vibe mixed with something warm and ambery. You also do feel that kind of osmanthus floral note coming through in the dry down, and it's just beautiful, you guys. I cannot even tell you how incredible this scent is. For men, for women, for everyone, you must try this fragrance. If you like something a little bit more complex, especially for the cooler weather, I would really recommend checking this one out. Longevity and projection is good. It lasts about 7 to 8 hours on my skin with a minimal projection within your arm's length. So definitely, for me, this fragrance is just spectacular, like really, guys, and I definitely recommend checking it out. Next up, quickly to mention it, Althair from Parfums de Malle. For me, I will not stop talking about this scent, no matter how much hate that I get for talking about it. I will continue. This is really one of my favorite vanillas ever. This is a gorgeous woody vanilla with a little bit of a resinous touch. You have some orange blossom in there. I almost as well get a bit of a chocolate vibe, like a little bit of cacao in here. I don't know where that's coming from. It could just be the vanilla, but I definitely pick up a slight like chocolatey touch in there. And it's just so good, you guys. A very refined woody vanilla that is not boring at all. You're going to wear it and feel a different type of facet of the scent every single time that you wear it. Sometimes it's going to smell a bit more floral. Sometimes it's going to smell much more woody. Sometimes it's going to be a bit spicy. Like, it's always going to smell different. And I just love it so much. So Althair from Parfums de Malle, definitely recommend this one. It is so good, you guys. And longevity and projection on my skin is really good. I get around 8 hours of really good wear with a minimal projection within your arm's length. So I love this one. I cannot wait to start wearing it again. I was wearing this fragrance to Pilates last year. Like, I was so obsessed with it, I couldn't stop wearing it. Okay, guys, so something a lot more complex that I do not recommend to most of you, but I wanted to talk about it because it's such a beautiful fragrance. This is FallintoStars by Strange Love. Now, this is niche, 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 niche. Like, I'm just going to say that. Do not, like, go and get this fragrance. Do not blind buy it. No, not at all. This will be for 0.1% of you people. So I don't want to, I don't want to be misleading, but I love this fragrance personally. It was a slow burn for me. Like, definitely if you showed me this fragrance a couple of years ago, I definitely would not have liked it at all. but I am I'm very open to all different scent profiles, and this is something that I think takes time to appreciate. FallintoStars is, if you know fragrance and you know quality, you would smell this and be quite shocked, because the quality of this scent is absolutely spectacular. Even this brand in general, FallintoStars, is this very dry, very spicy, ambery scent with almost something a little bit animalic in there. It's spectacular. Anytime that I wear this scent, I get people asking me what my fragrance is. FallintoStars actually reminds me a lot of the Middle East, and I think it's because it has this really dry, spicy feeling overall, and that always kind of brings me back to the Middle East. You also have some oud in here, which the oud can come across, maybe to most people it might be a little bit animalic for a lot of people. That's why I don't say to blind buy or try or sample this scent, because I think most people would not really like it, but it is spectacular. Especially wearing this fragrance on a hot night. Like it's a bit humid, it's hot outside, pretty much any night in Dubai. It smells phenomenal. It's not something I would wear in the day because it has quite a spicy, ambery profile, but in the night, oh my gosh, is it gorgeous. It's a beast mode fragrance. It's gonna last on your skin 10 hours with a massive projection. It's not something that is commercial or appealing or anything, but if you're very into collecting and you like things with a bit of an animalic oud, you like things that are very spicy, ambery, dry, etc., definitely try it. You might like it. Next up is something much more appealing that I think a lot of you guys will love. This fragrance is called Baniyas from Widian. Widian has quickly become one of my favorite houses at the moment. I always loved the brand. It's a brand from UAE actually. I've always loved the brand, but I've never really had any of the fragrances in my collection. I haven't really purchased any, but guys, oh my gosh, I love the brand. Like, I really resonate a lot with the style of perfumery from Widian. I feel like all of them have something really addictive about them, and I just love the brand. I cannot say it enough. So Baniyas is something that I think a lot of you guys would love. There was two other Widians that I wanted to include today. One was called Delmar, which is this gorgeous powdery marshmallow floral, but in a Widian way. Like, it's not Oriana from Parfums de Malle or something really girly. It's very like seductive and like womanly. It's amazing, guys. And the other one was a Healy actually, which is a white floral. But the one that I wanted to talk about today is Baniyas. I have been wearing this fragrance so much recently, you guys. This is gorgeous. The main notes listed of this fragrance really don't correspond to how the fragrance smells. This fragrance to me is like this creamy, kind of woody floral scent with a sweetness. You definitely get this addictive sweet aspect in here, mixed with something woody and floral at the same time. But the notes of this scent is lavender, patchouli, maybe some oud or something like that. Guys, the notes, ignore the notes. Ignore them. They don't mean anything. Notes are literally purely marketing. If you guys didn't know that already, I'm now telling you, notes are marketing. You can have a fragrance that has pepper, vanilla, black currant, this and that. The brand can say there is just vanilla in there. Like, notes are just marketing. So don't look at the notes. Just trust what you're smelling. This fragrance is just gorgeous, you guys. Like, absolutely phenomenal. It's creamy, it's woody, it's floral, it's sweet, and it's just so addictive and seductive on the skin. Definitely recommend this one to you guys. Longevity projection is also really good. It lasts on my skin 8 hours, I would say, with a pretty good projection within your arm's length. Guys, just check this one out. Check out all of Widian fragrances. It's a current obsession of mine. Like I'm telling you, Delmar, Healy, Liwa, London, New York, Black 2. Oh my gosh, like all of them I am in love with right now, you guys, like in love. Next up, another red bottle. I have to talk about it. This is Bouqet Ideale from Casamorati. Definitely the most underrated Casamorati by far, and it shocks me that more people don't speak about this one. This is a gorgeous, very woody vanilla fragrance. Oh my gosh, like it's heavenly. This is also the type of scent that every time I wear it, somebody comments about what I'm wearing. I wore this fragrance many times around men, and every time I got a compliment, Bouquet Ideale is this gorgeous woody vanilla. You have cinnamon, sandalwood, a lot of sandalwood that almost smells a little bit dusty in a way. You have tonka bean, I think cypriol and vanilla. It's just gorgeous, you guys. And to me as well, it's not a feminine fragrance. This is a very unisex fragrance in my opinion. Despite the bottle and the name, this is a fragrance that a man could easily pull off. It's just incredible. Like, that's all I'm going to say. It's this beautiful, very creamy, smooth, woody vanilla. And it's amazing. Longevity projection is really good. For me, I get 7-8 hours. I would say 8 hours with a really good projection on this one. And I just love it. You can see I've worn a lot of this scent because it's the sort of scent that I want to wear if I want to smell sexy and I want to get complimented on my scent. I will wear Bouquet Ideale. Next up, we have Caban from Yves Saint Laurent. Now, I know, everybody talks about Baby Cat, Tuxedo, which I also talk about those scents, but do not sleep on Caban. For the fall, it is pure perfection. I don't think this fragrance will be as easily liked as maybe some of the others, but it's definitely a gorgeous fragrance for the fall and winter months, you guys. It is phenomenal. What you get with Caban is sandalwood and tonka bean. It is this chic, creamy, woody scent with a little touch of patchouli. So you do feel the patchouli in there. There's also some spice in the opening. I think you have black and pink pepper. And he's just gorgeous, you guys. Very creamy, woody, a little bit kind of maybe earthy in a way, but it's just beautiful, you guys. Very, very, very chic. This smells, I've smelled this type of DNA in Dubai, and they usually put this type of scent in the luxury shopping areas in Dubai, this kind of creamy sandalwood tonka smell. And it always reminds me of going to Dubai Mall and going to a specific place in Dubai Mall called Level. That is what this fragrance smells like. It's so, oh my gosh, it smells so luxurious, you guys. It's amazing. Longevity and projection is around 7 hours, I would say, with a good projection in the first couple of hours within your arm's lengths. But yeah, absolutely amazing, amazing fragrance, you guys. So definitely check this one out if it sounds like your cup of tea. Don't blind buy, but definitely try it, pick up a sample, go and smell it somewhere. It's very underrated from Yves Saint Laurent. There's a couple that I think are very underrated, and Caban is one of them. Guys, oh my gosh, this is one of my favorite like lactonic fragrances, and I feel like it needs to be seen by more people. This is Royak from Soul of Makeen. I have two fragrances that I love wearing in the fall from Soul of Makeen. One is Royak and the other one is Humorous. But Royak, you guys, is creamy. This is lactonic. This is milky, cocooning. It is so gorgeous, you guys. This is sandalwood, mimosa, ylang ylang, coconut, almonds. It is so beautiful. Now, you would hear those notes and think about a summer fragrance, but this is not really a summer fragrance. For me, this is a fall fragrance, you guys. I always describe this scent as a fall coconut. Coconut is usually a note that is associated with summer scents, but in here, it almost feels like a fall coconut. It's a coconut, like a hot coconut, warm drink in the fall time. I don't know if anybody drinks hot coconut drinks in the fall, but this is what I would imagine in those situations. It's just beautiful, you guys. It's very smooth and creamy and woody. Yes, you get those little yellow florals in here like mimosa and ylang ylang, but it's done in a very smooth way. It's just incredible, you guys. And not to mention, this fragrance is a beast fragrance. It's going to last on your skin 8 hours with an enormous projection. Will stay onto your clothes for days and days and days. And it's also a huge compliment getter because of how beast mode it is. This one is going to get you a lot of compliments. So Royak from Soul of Makeen, I absolutely love this fragrance. More people need to try this brand. They have a beautiful iris called Niwa. They have Humorous, which is this sexy, almost like woody, sweet, ambery patchouli. It's gorgeous. They also have a couple of others that I would really recommend to you guys. But for the fall, if you want something cocooning and cozy, Royak, you guys, trust me. And finally, you guys, we have De Los Santos. De Los Santos, really hard for me to say for some reason. De Los Santos from Byredo. Bought this fragrance recently because I was craving a scent that smells a little bit spiritual, a little bit woody, and that is exactly what De Los Santos smells like to me. It definitely has a spiritual vibe. You have sage and orris root in here, which you really do feel. You feel this kind of really beautiful, very smooth aromatic vibe, but very smooth. Sometimes aromatics can come across a little bit sharp, a little bit harsh. In here, it's done in a very, very peaceful way. And then you have this beautiful orris note. So it feels quite creamy, woody overall. Definitely gives you a woody profile overall, but very smooth. And yeah, like fresh in a way as well. It's fresh, it's creamy, it's woody, and it's aromatic. It's just beautiful, you guys. Like if you wanted a very peaceful, natural smelling, spiritual-esque perfume, this fragrance is amazing. Now, once again, it's not the sort of scent that I would see appealing to a lot of people, but myself, I like to have diversity in my collection, and lately I've been really gravitating towards woodier fragrances, and I really wanted to have De Los Santos because it fits exactly what I wanted. Something that smells really natural. It doesn't smell super perfumey. It smells very natural, spiritual, very calming, just really beautiful. Like I see myself wearing this in the fall and winter, going for a walk in the morning when it's a little bit cold, going to Pilates. Like that's when I see myself wearing this one. And it's just beautiful, aromatic, kind of creamy, woody, powdery. It's just gorgeous, you guys. So De Los Santos from Byredo. That is it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching my full rotation, my fall lineup. These are, of course, only very few fragrances of what I plan to wear during the fall and some of my favorites. So let me know if you want to see this video like a part 2 or what else you guys want to see from me for the fall. I would love to know in the comments. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.